Good morning. This is probably gonna end up being a little bumpy video, but why not? I was just wondering if you ever take the time to just take a deep breath, open your eyes, open your heart, and simply be happy and grateful for everything that you have, everything that you've ever had, and including the things you no longer have. In my case, it's my wife who died of cancer. But I still feel very grateful that I had her in my life and in some way still have her. So, yeah. And what makes me really happy is this little two weirdos. 1, 2, and the sound of nature. That's what makes me really happy. And I wish more people would, care about that or realize how lucky they already are. But we're too busy chasing something, focusing on something, having all these goals, and I don't know, just be in the present. And I don't want to make that sound very cliche. I literally, genuinely mean it. Just be more in the present. If you've seen my first video, I did mention that I have as a background free diving, skydiving, base jumping, and the first two started in my teenage years, so that really taught me how to live in the present, but at a young age. But yeah, just I feel like more people should do that. More people should just be thankful and be grateful for what they already have. And every time I get to this spot, I just sit over there, let the dogs do their thing, and just take it all in. It's just seriously one of the simplest things you can do, but we never really do it. I'm really lucky I live up here. But again, I put myself in a situation where I can be lucky and live up here in the mountains. And there's not a single day where I'm not grateful for this place and any place where I actually am lucky enough to be. And I remember already back a few years ago where Laura and I would just look around when we walk the dogs, whether we were here or in Spain with our camper or down in the Italian part of Switzerland where I'm from, and we just look at each other and say, look at where we live today. And I feel like this is probably the most beautiful way of putting it down. Like, we dream of moving to a new place or being able to go on holidays somewhere. But then when we're on holidays, we're stressed about daily life and what we have back home, that we don't fully enjoy where we are. So that's what I gain from being able to live in the present, which is not always a positive. I remember when Laura was in palliative care and I was talking to the psycho-oncologist, and I asked her, like, is it normal that I'm feeling okay, that I'm still happy? And she said, well, I remember from 3 years ago that you guys were really able to live in the present. And she said, that's a massive advantage for you now, but soon it will, hit you back in a very negative way. And well, it did. But I still managed to enjoy life and do as much as I could. And I'll do a separate video on this, but I call it my Just Cut the Onion moment, which is also the name of my website, justcuttheonion.com. And in there you have like kind of the story why I call it Just Cut the Onion. So if you want, just head over there and have a look. But I I just try to do things that might make you feel bad to start with, but the more you repeat those things, you know you're going to be happy. And yeah, ultimately that's the goal, isn't it? To be happy. And I miss Laura terribly, but at the same time, as I just said before, I'm so grateful I had her in my life that I just don't want to complain about anything. I just want to, yeah, also enjoy it for her. Walking the dogs, like big walks, was more of her thing. I just joined for the smaller walks. That's because I was suffering of severe anxiety at the time. And Cleo over here, it's Cleo, the bigger one. The little one is Bailey. Cleo would bark at other dogs, at cats, and it would be always a shit show. And that was enough to trigger my anxiety. So I don't want to say I missed out on many walks, but that's just where I was at the time, and I worked with the tools I had. But now I'm walking the dogs, doing big walks, and I just can see Laura smiling, and this like fills me with joy. Someone else would see the negative, like, oh, I'm so sorry you miss her. It's like, of course I miss her, but I'm so lucky I had her that I just genuinely embrace these moments where I do things that I know she would have loved. I wear her headband to keep my ears warm and yeah, I always carry a little necklace with some of her ashes, and yeah, in some way she's always with me, and I still get to enjoy this beautiful place. So I did promise you in the first video that I show you a little bit where I live, and today you got to see it. The sun is just coming up there, and yeah, that's beautiful. I'm now gonna slowly go back home, but a little geography, you don't have the best view from here. These mountains over there are the Mönch and Jungfrau, and there's the Eiger as well. Eiger, sorry, it's the first one. Then there's the Mönch, and the Jungfrau is just hiding behind there. And these are from the famous region of Grindelwald, Lauterbrunnen, and that's where you go base jumping. That's where I had my accident back in 2014. And then you continue up there. There is Titlis, which is also a famous mountain in Switzerland, in a location called Engelberg, also famous for skiing. And behind there, where the sun is coming, you have the more famous Lucerne mountain, which is Pilatus. And then the view continues towards Mount Rigi, all the way to Glarus, Graubünden, and it's just... I lived my entire life in Switzerland, other than, like, except for like a year in New Zealand and on and off in Australia. And this is, to me, is the most beautiful view, 360-degree view in Switzerland. And yeah, that's probably why I feel so lucky. And yeah, so I just wanted to share how I practice gratitude, how I try and live in the present, and yeah, be happy for what I have. And if you haven't already, just ask you to like and subscribe if you liked it, and if you want to subscribe, you don't just have to do it for the sake of doing it. But there will be more of this like casual content coming in with, you know, some more other videos. In the next videos, I will go more into detail with my morning routine, and especially supplements, why I take them, which ones I take, and how I decided which ones to take. There's so much misinformation and just random information as well, just thrown at people out there. I'll just take this, take that, without really any reason for it. So I think I would like to dig into that. And then from the first video, there was a request based on my experience from freediving, to post a video about breathing techniques, also to control anxiety. And that is something that really helped me throughout the years. So I will definitely do a video about that. So I'll see you in the next videos. Bye.